Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT Wealth. In today's video, we are discussing 3 stocks that could really take off as the demand for 5G technology continues to grow. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. Like I said, today we are taking a look at 3 stocks that the 5G revolution could send higher. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at these 3 companies and how they're related to 5G technology and what analysts are predicting for their future. And just before we get into those 3 companies, this is your friendly reminder that if you enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out some of the great links in our description, including a link to my favorite resource, TipRanks. They have a fantastic free plan, but the Ultimate and Premium come with some really great perks. So if you're thinking of signing up, make sure you use that link to let them know that I sent you. Okay, now let's get right into these 5G companies. And the first on the list today is Skyworks Solutions. They trade under the ticker SWKS and are currently at $180 per share. Now these guys also pay a dividend and have a yield of 1.11%. Skyworks works to connect everyone and everything and are an innovator of high-performance analog semiconductors. And Skyworks is actually one of the main chip suppliers for Apple. Skyworks believes that 5G will be a global economic engine, and the real significance of 5G goes well beyond simply making the mobile communications experience better by increasing reliability, adding new features, and enhancing data rates. It opens up a huge market for new and transformative applications, and the business potential is enormous. Many experts believe that 5G will power the next industrial revolution. In 2035, 5G will enable $12.3 trillion of global economic output. This figure is larger than the value of today's entire mobile value chain. Now, smartphones are predicted to account for the majority of 5G adoption, but the 5G technology can also support the tens of billions of connected devices, smart objects, and embedded sensors expected to come online in the coming years as the Internet of Things becomes a reality. Skyworks is uniquely positioned to capitalize on the immense 5G opportunity as they're a trusted technology leader executing across multiple wireless transitions. Now, they are strategically positioned with world-class scale and technological depth, plus boast a highly profitable financial model with superior returns. And we just saw evidence of that highly profitable model as the company recently announced $3.4 billion in total revenue for the year of 2020. Now, their top line actually saw $1.51 billion, which was a company record and also beat analyst expectations. And it actually beat those analyst expectations by 60%, which was the most substantial earnings beat for Skyworks in recent history. Now, the 5G upgrade supercycle is expected to play out over the next 3 years, so it's reasonable to assume that we are still in the very early stages of this macroeconomic development. Apple has already raised its forecast for smartphone sales in 2021 because of the strong demand for its first ever 5G device, and this is promising news for Skyworks investors. Covering the Skyworks stock for Benchmark is 5-star analyst Ruben Roy, who said, Skyworks significantly beat consensus estimates and provided March quarter guidance that is also well ahead of consensus estimates as 5G-related mobile revenue and broad-based segment revenue continue to accelerate. In addition to continued strength of design, win momentum, and customer activity, we are encouraged with Skyworks' confident tone relative to overall demand environment and content increase opportunities. Ruben rates the stock a buy with a $215 price target, which would imply growth of about 20% over the next year. And there are 19 other analysts that have ratings on the Skyworks stock. And it comes in as a moderate buy, with 13 buy ratings and 7 holds. The average price target being just above $205 for about a 13.7% potential upside over the next year. And most of those ratings come within the last week or so after their recent earnings report. And we have a lot of 5-star analysts on here. Our lowest price target is the one hold rating for $170, which would be a downside of about 6%. But our highest rating comes from 5-star analyst at Needham for $245, which would actually be over a 35% potential upside. The second 5G related company that we're taking a look at today is QRVO. They trade under the ticker QRVO and are currently at $166 per share. QRVO brings core technologies and radio frequency solutions to mobile, infrastructure, defense aerospace, and Internet of Things markets, and they are driven by the possibility of discovery of new technologies and advancements in design, manufacturing, and communications that will make the world a better, more connected place, and they've been working on that for more than 30 years. Looking at the numbers, there are over 8,000 QRVO employees in 17 different countries around the world, and there's over 1.5 billion mobile devices containing a QRVO products, and their QRVO products have traveled 3 billion miles. This chip maker has a solid niche, but it is not resting on its laurels. QRVO is actively developing a range of new products specifically for the 5G systems and deployment. This 5G radio frequency product portfolio includes phase shifters, switches, and integrated modules, and contain both infrastructure and mobile products. On their most recent earnings report, the revenue for QRVO's fiscal 2021 third quarter was $1.1 billion, with a gross margin of 49.1% and operating income of $299 million. Their CEO said that QRVO delivered an exceptional quarter, helping our customers keep the world connected through the deployment of 5G, the rollout of Wi-Fi 6 and 6E, and emerging technologies like precision location ultra-wideband. We are sustaining technology leadership in these markets and innovating in new ones, including biotechnologies. Covering the QRVO stock for Needham is 5-star analyst Rajvindra Gill, who says, QRVO reported strong sales and gross margins as 5G momentum rolls into 2021 on atypical seasonality. The company is planning for 500 million 5G handsets to be manufactured in 2021, with an incremental $5 to $7 of content per unit from 4G to 5G. Management believes that ultra-wideband adoption will be a key growth driver in smartphones going forward. With that, he rates the stock a buy with a $220 price target, which would be a 31% potential upside in 2021. And there are 17 analyst ratings altogether, and it comes in as a moderate buy with 12 buy ratings and 5 holds. The average price target is $197.25 for about an 18% potential upside. And those ratings come from some very well-rated analysts themselves, as we have a lot of 5 stars on the list here. Even our hold ratings are still at a higher price point and have room for about 5% growth. The highest price target is $225 from Cohen & Company, and that's a 35% potential growth. And the third 5G company that we're taking a look at today, I'm going to refer to as Ericsson, as the full name is a bit of a mouthful. And that would be Telefonica Boulanger LM Ericsson, which trades under the ticker ERIC, E-R-I-C, and trades for just $13.22 per share. And they do also pay a dividend at a 0.61% yield. Ericsson, which is a Swedish telecom giant, has long been a leader in mobile tech and is well known for its infrastructure and software that make possible IP networking, broadband, cable TV, and other telecom services. Ericsson is the largest European telecom company and the largest 2G, 3G, and 4G infrastructure provider outside of China. But that is all in the background. Ericsson is also a leader in the rollout of Europe's growing 5G networks. They're involved in 5G rollout in 17 countries in Europe, the Americas, and Asia, and its product line includes infrastructure base units and handsets, giving the company an interest in all aspects of the new 5G networks. Ericsson also had an earnings report last week where they beat analyst expectations, as they reported 11 billion Swedish crowns, or $1.32 billion, for the final 3 months of 2020, which crushed expectations of around 8.7 billion crowns. The company's improvement in operating margins and acceleration of profitability was the standout aspect from the results. Their operating margin in 2020 was 12.5%, a significant improvement from 5% in 2019. Covering the stock for Raymond James is analyst Simon Leopold. It said that Japan's awaited 5G rollout has started and share gains continue as Ericsson benefits from challenges facing its biggest competitors and more operators embrace 5G. It seems obvious that Ericsson should be gaining market share. Competitor Nokia shunned the Chinese 5G projects, citing profitability challenges, yet Ericsson appears to be profiting in the challenging region. He rates the stock a buy with a $15 price target, which would imply growth of about 14% over the next year. But there are 4 other analysts with ratings on the stock who seem a bit more optimistic. It comes in as a strong buy with 5 buy ratings and an average price target of $16.50, which would be nearly a 25% potential growth. And those higher ratings come from Goldman Sachs and Cohen & Co. at $17 and $17.50 for a 28 to 32% potential growth. So there we have 3 companies all related to 5G technologies with some promising growth in their future. Now, of course, I always love hearing from you guys, so make sure to leave your thoughts on these 3 companies or what other 5G related companies you think could really take off in the coming years. Keep in mind that these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock and are just meant for information and entertainment purposes. Any investment decision needs to be made based on your own research and due diligence. If you made it all the way to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and cheers.